I can't believe James Harden and Chris Paul blew that game. I cannot believe it. Kevin Durant goes down third quarter, and you can't seal the deal. Injures his leg. You know he ain't returning in that damn basketball game. 2 minutes to go in the third. Tie ball game, 2-point game, whatever. Steph Curry wasn't having the greatest shooting night. Klay Thompson, who had lit it up in the first, was slumping the last couple quarters. Draymond has been off and on this year. The Warriors bench is depleted. Houston's at pretty much full strength. Missing Kenneth Faried, but they're pretty much at full strength. And y'all can't close that one out. This is the same Houston team, a la Clint Capella, that has been screaming, literally screaming, we're better than Golden State. Last couple years, he's been saying it to the masses. Same Clint Capella that wanted a rematch against the Golden State Warriors. Okay? Same Warriors team, same Rockets team that believed they were cheated last year in the playoffs. GM Daryl Morey and company sitting in tape saying that they were cheated by the refs. Refs wasn't the problem in Game 5. Same Rockets team that believes Chris Paul injury, without it, they beat the Warriors last year. Chris Paul is there this year. James Harden is in MVP form this year. You guys have full strength. The Warriors are not. Essentially, with no DeMarcus Cousins and Kevin Durant, you're pretty much playing the 2015 Golden State Warriors. And this is the 2019 Houston Rockets. And y'all didn't win. What more do you want? What more do y'all want? Chris Paul, you claim to be one of the greatest point guards of all time. My brother, you don't win enough. And if y'all lose this year, all I remember is last year, y'all were up 3-2 and your hamstring game gave out on you. And I'm going to be honest, Chris Paul doesn't look good this year. I don't know what's going on. Something's off with Chris Paul's game. I don't know if he's not trusting his body like he used to. He is not the same player that he used to be. That ISO crap ain't for Chris Paul. He's not good enough. Not good enough. And I've taken Chris Paul out of the best point guard conversation of all time. Isaiah Thomas is up there. A couple other guards. Steph Curry's now got to be up there. This is how much respect I've lost for Chris Paul, or at least how much respect I've lost in his game. Steph Curry doesn't play a lick of defense. I'm still putting Steph Curry as a better point guard over Chris Paul because I gotta respect his rings and that he's the greatest shooter of all time. That's all I can tell you about Chris Paul, man. That's how much I've lost for Chris Paul. Chris Paul will be in that conversation with the Jason Kidds of the world, the Steve Nashes of the world. He's somewhere in that pack, in that second tier of great point guards, but just not of that yoke of Magic, Isaiah, not of that yoke with Steph. He ain't in that convo anymore for me. Not a big game player. And James Harden. Every time there's a big game, James Harden doesn't want the basketball. Every time it's a big moment, he folds. This dude will chunk up 45 shots a game. It's a big moment. I don't want the ball. He literally, last night, James Harden pulled the same crap he pulled against the San Antonio Spurs a couple years ago. Remember? When the Rockets were on the brink of elimination in Houston, they're taking on a Kawhi Leonard-less San Antonio Spurs team. I think Harden put up 11 points, and the Rockets lost by 40 at home? To me, this is just as bad. The game was up for the taking. All you had to do was be the bearded one, and y'all win Game 5. Now you move back to Houston with a chance to beat the Golden State Warriors on your home court. And I'm not one of those people who hold it against James Harden that he beat the Warriors without KD. I wouldn't give a damn. Because to me, the Warriors and Rockets are even kill right now. With no KD in the lineup, no Cousins, it's an even matchup to me. And what I saw was Steph Curry and Klay Thompson take us back a couple years. And they kicked Chris Paul and James Harden's ass. I'll never forgive them for last night. That told me everything I need to know about both of those guys' legacies. I cannot trust James Harden and Chris Paul when it counts. When everything's going good, they're great. But when it's pressure time, they ain't of that Kobe Bryant yoke. They ain't of that Steph Curry yoke. They ain't in them conversations. A tier behind. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.